Welcome, everyone. We are at number 4 of our 37-week Marketing Monday. This week is called Create a Memorable Message. And by a show of hands,
¿Dónde está el celular?
can you share with us if you have ever seen the Huggies ad? It is a commercial about Huggy babies in the hospital. Has anyone ever seen this commercial? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sad that you haven't seen it, but on the other side, I'm very happy you haven't. We're going to learn how to create a memorable message. And this is an example of how to create a memorable message. This is from Huggy Diapers, and here we go. Can you see the screen? Can anyone see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Yes,
Let me
ma'am.
know if you can hear the audio.
The cards
Yes.
for me back
Yeah.
in
See
February
and hear.
would be
Yes,
really
ma'am.
hard. I constantly would feel torn between either not wanting to leave Jade or not wanting to leave our girls at home. Oh, I think a hug and a cuddle to a baby is so important. Children need to feel affection.
Hugs really help them transition. It helps stabilize their heart rate.
His sat's up now.
Now his stats are at 95. All right, Parker, my man. Let's change your tissue.
When I got discharged and Jade had to stay there, that was really hard.
Having that cuddler, as a NICU nurse, it's a relief. So now I can focus on the sicker baby that I need to take care of, knowing that my other baby is being loved.
My cuddles help babies to get that one-on-one touch that they get from their moms and their dads when their moms and dads aren't able to be here.
It helped so much to know that there were people who were loving her and caring for her when we couldn't.
You can see that baby settling down, that baby snuggles in the arms of that cuddler, and the heart rate settles, the respiration settle, and what a wonderful thing to see. If baby could say thank you, I'm sure they would say thank you.
What did you think about that? Anyone?
Amazing.
Did you feel emotion?
Yeah.
You felt
Yes, it was
emotion.
powerful.
Right. So this is my question to you. Do you feel that you can go outside of your comfort zone and create something unique about your club without the usual statements and tell a story to make people feel emotion, to make people have their eyes water or laugh so hard they're crying? or really become so inspired and motivated, do you feel that's something that you could do right now? Would you like help on how to create something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the 8 techniques of classic storytelling? Has anyone ever been trained? Do you know the 8 techniques? Now, I know Z, she'll probably Google it right now. And she'll let us know what the 8 techniques of storytelling is. Well, I can share that I actually took a course in my Master of Science of Strategic Communication at Columbia University, and it was solely based on storytelling techniques and how to create memorable moments. One of the 4 projects that I had to do is incorporate and study these 8 classic storytelling techniques all semester. And what I'll do is I'm going to share with you a short video that I made. I was in a team and I made this on an animated video maker, and it's called Animaker. Has anyone ever used Animaker? Raise your hand. Animaker, it is an amazing tool. It's how to create animated videos. It's super easy to learn. It's free, or you can pay a small fee to get extra benefits, but I didn't ever pay. I used the free software, and it's an incredible way to make an animated video if you ever want to try this. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to show you a very short video in the classic 8 structures. Whoops. Here we go. And the 8 classic storytelling techniques. Here we go. Let me know if you can hear the sound. Can you see it?
Now we see it.
Okay, now let me know if you can hear it. Can you hear it?
See it and hear it, yes.
Okay. How can we do something like this using these techniques to create a story that pulls at our heartstrings? What I will do is the Animaker is animaker.com. That's the link for Animaker. And the handout that I will present gives you extreme details. There's graphics and details, and I can share that with you as well. I'm also going to put in chat a copy of the video on Animaker about the 8 storytelling techniques. And the Huggy diapers, I will place that in chat. Why? Because I want to challenge you to see if you can create a short video that pulls at
The car rides for me back and forth.
Or anything that would make us feel emotion that would compel us to go to your club. Now, what I want to show you is the actual storytelling techniques, and we'll go through each one and let's see if someone can give an example of each one. I'm sure all of us have favorite movies, and you'll notice these themes, all movies and videos use one of the 8 strategic storytelling techniques. So the first one is a monomyth, and it's called the hero's journey. What movie could you say that this would fall under? A monomyth, a hero's journey. That would be, yes, that's when the hero comes in and everything's great, and then something happens. Oh, darn. And you're really rooting for that hero, but then they come back again and they save the day. This is a really great way to write a story. And here, I will share this with you. I will place this in chat. I'll also load it in our Google Drive. And this is the story timeline. After overcoming great trial, they return home with reward for newfound wisdom, the hero's journey. The second one is the mountain. The mountain is how you map tension and drama in a story. And I will show you what that looks like. Who here can tell me a movie that you feel they use the mountain technique? What do you think would be a mountain technique? It takes you way, way up here, and then it drops you. That,
American Beauty.
Say it again.
American Beauty is one of those.
Beauty.
Have you ever seen that American Beauty with Kevin Spacey?
Did you say American Beauty?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, right. So this is this big drama, and at the very end, you don't like the ending. They die, they break up, you don't ever see them again.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like that ending.
Yeah.
So this is called the mountain. The third one is nested loops. Nested loops is a storytelling technique where it's 3 or more narratives within each other. And I really like this way to create a movie or a story or a short video. Can you tell us a movie that you feel the writer used a nested loop? So you place your most important story in a core in the center, and then you build out stories on the edge. So it's like almost like 3 stories, but it's the 2 other stories on the outside are helping that middle story. And I see a lot of these, and you see them in dramas where to understand the storyline, they're telling you another story. And a lot of series on cable do this. I see a lot of it on Netflix or HBO, a lot of stories. There's something that my daughter's watching. She said it's called Pennyworth or Penny something on HBO about Batman's butler.
Yeah.
And she said it's all these stories, but the middle story is about Alfred, Batman's butler, backstory before he became the Wayne Thomas butler. And it's all these stories. So is it Pennythorn or Penny something?
Pennyworth.
So they use
Alfred Pennyworth is the butler's name.
Pennyworth. They are using nested loops. Okay. The fourth one is spark lines. You map out a presentation structure, and Nancy Duarte is phenomenal. I have a lot of her books. I read them. If you can Google her, Nancy Duarte, you can learn a lot from her. She has her own company. She's in New York. She's great. And this is very effective in motivating viewers to take action, fostering excitement and hope, and establishing a following. And it takes you on a roller coaster ride. And I'm sure you could think of a movie that this would follow. And I'm going to say here, this would be more like rom-coms. Anything like Pretty Women, or, you know, like the old, any kind of rom-com, you'll see a lot of this. You can see this in Westerns. Anything else, just come off and mute and tell me what you think. Who would use spark lines?
There's a series on Netflix called Cobra Kai. It's based on the old version of Karate Kid.
Yeah. Mhm.
This has to be probably something about that, because it's like a roller coaster. Okay, so this person's friends with this person, then they're not friends anymore, then they change to the other side, and then they're friends with this person, and then especially with Johnny Lawrence's character.
Yes. Well, this way, so the spark lines, you're using the spark lines to motivate your viewer to go to your call to action. Okay, you're motivating them to do something. The fifth one is called in media res. And in media res is where you begin the narrative, and it starts out with so much action. And I'm sure you can think of lots of movies, and it says before starting over at the beginning to explain how you got there. Now, sometimes I don't like these kind of movies, but it leads to, wow, what happened before all that? And this is how media res, you basically just get dropped in a hole, and then they circle back around, and then they tell you the story. Now, I'm sure you can think of a lot of movies that do this, because you'll see all this action, and 10 minutes into the movie, it'll say 6 months before.
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, etc.
Yeah.
They had three different timelines going.
And so this is good for grabbing attention right at the start and keeping your audience craving resolution. Okay. The sixth one is converging ideas, and it's a speech structure that shows your audience how different strands of thinking come together to form one product. And this is what that looks like. And I can assume you under this right here, the converging ideas, the arrow is the storyline, but all these little light bulbs are like little stories, and they all of a sudden come together. I saw, it was kind of a rom-com drama, and it was about 4 different women's lives, and how you saw as the movie went on, they blended all together to make a final show. And there was a movie actually that did this, and now I can't remember the name, but you'll start seeing the converging ideas. Yes, Robert?
I just went and saw this new movie with Julia Roberts. It had the same thing, because so the daughter and her husband are in love, and they're getting married, and then the mom and the dad divorced a while back, and then they try to get back and fall in love.
Oh my. Okay, that definitely is right here, converging ideas. Thank you, Robert. Let's go on. We have a few minutes left. I want to finish this. The false start. Now, this is a story where you watch it and you're like, oh, I already know how this is going to happen. Yeah. Well, little do you know, this is a great way to deviate your audience off a beaten path. And I think that Penny thing is very good at that as well. But it maintains interest in your viewer. And this is what it looks like, a false start. The movie starts, you hit a wall, and you're like, what just happened? And then they go into a whole different direction. This is another great way to create a short story about your club and catch your audience off guard. And then the final one is the pedal structure. Now, the pedal structure is where you have multiple speakers and stories all around one concept. And if you want to tell multiple different stories, this might be the easiest one. If you want to have multiple members tell their own individual stories and then how it all comes together to create your club. And this is a really fun way to create stories, short videos, to help your club structure a very compelling story and bring guests to you to become members. Not only that, it's a great way to retain members by having your entire club participate. And this is what that looks like. I will definitely drop this in chat. And before I go to the next, we have a few minutes. Do I have any questions, or would you like to share any stories? Yes, Ryan, Crash. That's a great movie to share that with. Anyone have any questions? Do you have your creative wheels turning about what you want to do? Okay, Harold, you have a giant grin on your face and I see that head. Tell me what you think you're going to do. Which structure, or how are you going to do something? Tell me.
Well, I did something like this just last week. I told a speech that I had developed for one club, and I told it in another club. And then I used the level 4. There's a question and answer format in level 4, where you give a speech and you ask for feedback. And so I did that, and I got some great feedback. They didn't actually ask questions, but this was around I called it happiness through connections, by building connections. It has to do with the goals of Toastmasters when it was first created, and some other books about the benefits of making human contact with people. And so I asked people for their input, and they several of them, half a dozen of them, came up with their own stories about the wonders and the fun of building human connections. And together it was a much better, with the original speech and the feedback, it was much more effective than just the speech by itself. And so this sounded like that to me.
Did you turn it into a video?
I did, I didn't, but next time I do it, I'm going to do it better and turn it. I wish I'd recorded it, but I didn't.
That's okay. Now, so I've given you links to 2 videos, and I've given you a link to a PDF. I'll put all of this in the Google Share Drive. I see Ryan's hand up. Ryan, I can answer a question right now.
Oh no, I was just going to share that in my grad school training as an old man doing grad school, I got the opportunity to utilize some communication tools, and you have to communicate public health in a certain way, especially now. And so in order to be able to draft something and engage people, I had to do a video face forward, but I also had to create where your voice is being played behind shots and images. And I did that on dropout prevention. And that delivery is effective. It has to be concise. It has to be 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And one of the professors made us do 30 seconds. You have no idea how hard 30 seconds is when you are trying to make an impact. And that is very effective. And I can share that with you because it is on YouTube. You had to learn how to load it. And I'm talking, I hope some of y'all are technological and I get it. But I was older going into grad school. So here I am in grad school in the last few years, and they were all doing this. And here I am. I know how to write all of the stuff, but they were like, hey, Ryan, and you got to put it on Adobe Spark, and on Adobe Spark, you got to put it. I was like, oh, Lord, can I just do this and record it? But it was a great experience. It was a great experience. And I do want to share that with y'all because I know we have a tool to use, but it's just people take information in like this on bite size. You do. You scroll through your videos and you watch a small clip to see if that's the thing that you want to watch. And that's the same thing for us now. I'm really glad that y'all are sharing this, but I can share that with you, Elizabeth, the Adobe Spark video on it, because it's a YouTube, so you can watch it anywhere. And it's me saying, I'm giving you the stats, asking you why, and compelling you to move forward.
Drop it
this
in
this
chat.
opportunity. Yeah.
Drop it in chat. Thank you.
Yes.
We have a couple of minutes and I did want to share with you a quick thing here. I wanted to share, do you have this on your screen? It's called a media player. It's on mine. Can you guys find this on your apps in your computer? You just click on your apps on your settings when you go up here and you click all apps and scroll down to M and see if you have something called media player. This is one of the easiest movie making players. Ryan has it. I want to show you something real quick. I don't know if you can hear it, but oh no, I have to click audio. But Texas Trotters, they created the best logo. It has a horse trotting. Okay, now this is something that I made on Wix.com. That's really easy to do. It's free. You just go to videos. And this is my women's leadership development workshop that I created a couple of years ago in 2019. These are the three the videos that we created when we videotape this, and I drop it right into Media Player. And when you open up Media Player, all you have to do is create a new file, and then you drop it, you upload whatever you want to put in there, whether it's a video, multiple clips of videos, and you can organize it and drag it. And then it gives you tiles of multiple different colors, fonts, and everything to create storyboards or a title. It's really easy to do. And did you find it on your computer? Does everyone have it? No? Okay, so tell me if you have, let's see, who has it? Was it you, Ryan, that you have it? You have the movie?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Media. Yes, I do.
What about under photos? If you go and you look under P, go to just photos. Can you guys see something that just says photos? Do you have anything in there that you can create with videos? Do you have that? I'm trying to see if anyone here has anything that's on their computer now that you can create easy movies.
Yeah, I think everybody with Windows 10 or 11 has that video, under Photos has that video editor.
Oh, good. Then there it is. It's 8:30. I can teach a separate class on how to make a really quick video. It's so easy to do. If you want some help, maybe I'll just make a video and pop it in on that shared Google Drive. Why don't I do that? I'll make a quick video and I'll add it to our shared Google Drive. Does everyone have our shared Google Drive information for Marketing Mondays? I'm going to place this in chat right now. This is the shared Google Drive for Marketing Mondays. It has recordings of our first 3, and this is our 4th one. And when you click on each of those folders, there's the video that I used using Movie Maker in Windows and some handouts. Any other questions? It's 8:31 and I want to end on time. Thank you, David, for being here. Thank you, everyone. David, do you have a minute? Before you guys go, David is teaching a coaching session tomorrow. David, would you like to share that?
You bet. Tomorrow evening, 7 p.m., we'll have a club coach orientation. So if you've ever thought about helping another club that was near you get out of trouble, and when I say trouble, I don't mean mischievous trouble. I mean, they're just struggling to have the number of members that it really requires to have a good meeting, or they may be slacking in some of the areas that create a good meeting. So if you'd like to help another club to be an outstanding club in District 56, come to the club coach orientation. You can sign up on the District 56 website.
Yes, and I have a link right to the club coach registration site right here. I would love to see everyone support David and learn about the new club coach program. Has anyone here, raise your hand if you've taken the new club coach program in Pathways? It's a short module. Pam, David, myself. Well, then I would recommend taking David's orientation so you can learn and share with other members. I also see our district director, Chandra Munagavalasa. Hi, Chandra.
Hello, Elizabeth.
You have announcements you would like to share?
No, I know it's only half an hour, so I don't want to take any time, but I'm so glad you're doing this. I guess this needs more than 30 minutes, but these are little wonderful sessions. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Giving back and sharing knowledge. We also have our club quality chair, Troy Rocket, here. Hi, Troy. Would you like to introduce yourself? I'm going to place our club coach link. Would you like to share anything about club coach? I mean, club mentor? Troy? I see him.
You're muted.
That's our club mentor link. Click on that and learn how to be a club mentor. Troy, can you hear us?
You're muted.
You're muted, Troy. We're going, when you figure that, let us know when you're off mute, Troy.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. I hear you. There's that voice.
All right. Hi, Elizabeth. Yes, I am the District 56 Club Quality Chair for Club Mentors. And as everyone knows, our district mission is to build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. And of course, excellence is one of the core values of Toastmasters, along with service, integrity, and respect. Excellence is something that we all strive for and something that new clubs sometimes struggle with. And I encourage everyone here, each of you or your fellow officers, to invest in the future of District 56 by volunteering to be a new club mentor. Back to you, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much. I've also added Pam McCowan. She is our club extension chair, and I added her links. Pam, welcome.
Hello. I just want to say club sponsors sometimes are the people that get the club together from the corporation or from the group, but we also need an experienced Toastmaster to help them with the paperwork because they may not be familiar with what is Toastmasters and how to get through the system and navigate submitting all the forms. So we do need experienced Toastmasters to sign up as sponsors. I just want you to know on Sunday, I went to District 100 in California to do a club sponsor and mentor session. I ditched my PowerPoint presentation and took them solely to the programs page on District 56 website, and that was my presentation. So for club sponsors, I went to club sponsor page on District 56, and for club mentors, I went to the club mentor page on District 56. And now they have everything they need to know about being a club sponsor and being a club mentor. I also pointed them to the fact that there is a club coach page there. I wasn't talking about club coaches, but I did make them aware that that's also there. So I was really proud of my home district that we had all the information necessary to support club sponsors, mentors, and coaches.
Excellent, Pam. Excellent. We also have another past district director here, Gail Lever. Gail, she's also our parliamentarian this year. Would you like to say hi?
Good evening to all of you. I've met most of you here, and I just saw some of you at the last meeting. I think either I'm stalking you or you're stalking me. But I guess we hang out at all the good places. It's good to see all of you. Thank you so much, Madarez.
Thank you so much. We also have our fourth club growth chair here, Zinnia Ship. She is our new club research chair. Z, would you like to share?
I'm working behind the scenes. I am basically looking at all the division, looking at their maps, their geographical locations, and identifying pockets where we could use Toastmasters clubs And those are on the shared drive that you can check out cities, communities that could use a Toastmasters club.
Yes. Do we have any questions? I'm curious, can you just repeat what Z does? Do you have any idea what we do behind the scenes? Let's see what we do. Here's a quick glimpse. This is our market analysis. This is our industry analysis here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oops, can you see it now? Can you see it?
Yes, we see it.
Oh,
Yes, I
good.
see it. Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is our industry and our market, and we go in and we look at every division and we look to see, thanks to Harold Eaton, we can click on any division map and look to see which area in Division L does not have a club. And then we go and Google and research that area, and we place it in here under Division L. Plantersville and L40 does not have a club. Navasota does not have a club. And we put in here links of City Council, Chamber of Commerce, and we meet with them and try to start new clubs. This is so much more work than any of us can do. If you're interested in being on the club growth team to help us be foot soldiers and start some new clubs, let us know, email me. It's not only community clubs. We also did an industry analysis by industry, the percentages, and guess how many clubs? We found over 500 corporate clubs that do not have Toastmasters clubs. We need help in corporate and we need help in community. Email me and let me know if it's something that you're interested in. Any more questions? Okay, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for being here. See you next Monday. I wonder what we're doing next Monday.
Stay
What?
safe, stay healthy, everybody. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Dilly dilly, Pam.
Good night.
Good night.